This was episode 5 of the Comfycast, and I'm so bad at the introductions. I never say what we are gonna talk. I just say, "Oh, it's Comfycast." I'm British Blues, but I should say we're a video game podcast or something. But okay, episode 6 will start off better. Maybe I'll write up an introduction this time.
Every time it feels like you're throwing a bottle in the sea.
Yeah, I know.
One day
it just comes right back. It never goes anywhere. Let the music play. Alright, we're back with another episode of Comfycast. It's me, Reddish Blues, joined by Mr. Hoot.
Hello.
And Varia.
Hi. I'm not an ordinary fella.
Sometimes we have guests on, but not today. We got a lot to talk about because we've actually been playing video games this week together for once in a long while. But let's talk about our week real quick. Hoot, what's up with you? How you been?
Pretty good. The convention went well. Was happy to see that even in the German part of Switzerland, people really like playing Splash Plus Panic. Probably was the most successful indie thing there. To be honest, we have a very small indie scene, but Starfall was also pretty well received. Other than that, I've played something that we are going to talk about later on.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to go into details for that. Literally just seen the Persona 5 trailer because it aired while I was not here, and I kind of forgot, put it on my back burner, and just saw it, and holy shit, it looks amazing.
Yeah.
Just visual design is on point. I don't have much more to say, and release dates.
Well, that's cool. No, that's fine. I mean, it was a quick week. Actually, it passed really fast for me.
And the other kind of cool thing I saw is Battlefield 1. Now, cool in the sense that I'm happy to have a game that's in World War One.
Yeah.
Because they're really not a lot of them. Although I found the trailer to be gaudy as shit, in the sense that it's not the fact that they're depicting war, this war, which is super dramatic and super sad and everything, but they put some dubstep and really made some kind of Hollywood-esque trailer, which kind of seemed off-tone for something such as World War One.
Yeah.
Maybe I would have preferred something that was more in, I don't know, I have such a image of World War One that's in my brain, especially since I'm a kid, and that's something that we've learned so much about here. So, but yeah, cool thing to have Battlefield 1. I'm more excited for that. Also seen that the Call of Duty, what is called Infinity War, which I don't really care about at this point.
Yeah, it's I don't play Call of Duty, but I'm glad you brought up Battlefield 1 because I don't want to make it a whole talking point, but I did see that too, the reveal, and I know Varia watched the stream too. But yeah, well, I haven't played anything other than what we're going to talk about later, really, this week. But yeah, I saw that too, and it's refreshing because it's okay, that's cool, something that hasn't really been done, and I know that it will look good at least. I'm not
Oh, look good for sure.
Yeah, it'll look good for sure.
The Battlefront, the Battlefront engine, which they use, amazingly good.
Yeah, DICE is just crazy. But I was just
60.
I think I kind of agree with it. It was kind of a little off-putting, the music and just the overhypeness of it. But I mean, it's a war, it's a tragedy and all that.
I'm looking forward to dueling trench warfare.
I gotta say, I think I'm glad that it's not just another space shooter. If they would have done that, gone head to head with Call of Duty, we're going to space again, finally, or whatever. It would have just. I think they both would have suffered. I think people would have just been completely tired. And now, as it stands, if you go to the Call of Duty video, there's so many dislikes on it, it's crazy. And I mean, it's still gonna sell really well because not everybody even cares about that stuff, but. I just think it gave Battlefield a much better chance to come out strong. But yeah, it looked cool. Very. What did you think of it?
What, the Battlefield trailer?
Yeah.
It was flashy. It was funny how on the stream they asked to play it twice and even 3 times, but they only played it twice. It said like everything was captured in game. Like it was captured in engine, but that doesn't really mean like it translates to like how it's actually gonna look in game.
Yeah,
I think they're just using the Frostbite engine and all that. But I think I only saw like 4, maybe 5 seconds of gameplay, where it's like that guy with the LMG walking down, just shooting, like in a forest, and I think that's all I saw, like of gameplay. Maybe the flying, like airplane flying. I can't really say much based on like 5 seconds of gameplay, so I'm just gonna wait and see what they're
I was
doing
interested
differently.
in one thing they showed, and that's the horseback combat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
cool.
and the armor, that dude in like knight armor, that was cool. But I saw this funny image of the, like, in Battlefield how there's like the engineer or whatever, he like repairs the he like repairs the vehicles. There's like someone photoshopped him like repairing a horse.
Weld the horse back
he has like a blowtorch on the horse. I don't know. But yeah, that looks good. Anything else you did this week, Vari? Anything else you played besides
I've been playing Overwatch since last week.
Yeah.
Nothing really, honestly. That's it. Oh, and a game called No Thing, which it's funny when I launch it, it says nothing on Steam.
Well, that's a game. When you launched it, I thought you were making a joke.
It's not a joke. It's
I was
real
like,
thing. People are like, ah, ha, ha, you're so funny. No, it's a real game. And
I thought you were playing.
And it hurts my eyes a lot. I'll talk about it later.
Oh, well, that's funny. I really did honestly believe you were like, there's nothing to play. But anyways, all right, well then let's go into the first thing I want to talk about. Who you mentioned you had watched this trailer just right now because you were out of town, which is Persona 5, a game I'm super excited about. Shout out to Han, Nucleon, our friend from the dub, who's my Persona friend, buddy. We stayed up. Well, he stayed up, and I came home early to watch the trailer from work. And
I went on a small tangent, because he told me he's going, I think, to Osaka in Japan.
Yeah, Japan.
And I told him he has to go to the Owl's Nest bar, and no, it's not because of the name, although it helps. But that's where Swery goes on a regular basis, and I said he has a good chance to, if he goes,
run into him, ask him about D4.
Yeah, there's I'm gonna plug like a video very quickly, but if you look up Toko, which Tokotoko, Swery, I think it's that. I know. I'll remember to get later. I'll put it at the end of the podcast. But there's a video where you'd like of a French, which is in English, like it's translated in English. Camera crew following Swery in his favorite bar, and that's super nice. Nice little 20 minutes video.
Well, that's cool. Hope he lets us know if he checks it out or if he does anything over there. If he can even talk to us when he's over there. But yeah, okay. Persona 5. The trailer 4 release, and they announced the release date in Japan. Yeah. It's coming out on September 15th, which is cool. September. It's great. God, I wish it was a worldwide release, because I'm going to have to avoid spoilers like a bitch, like all over. I don't even want to open the internet after, September. I don't want to get online at all, but
there's so much going on in the trailer. I can't even follow, like, between all the anime shots, the UI, the action scene, RPG.
Oh god, those menus. I know, everything just looks so great. I mean, since I think it was the first trailer where they showed the menus too. I'm not sure. It might have been the second one. But since I saw that UI and just everything about it, I was so glad with the art direction they were going in. And
was it the shot of the UI where like the text goes on the sole of the feet after the camera pans around or something like that?
And then like after that, in this trailer, that like you can see the after battle, like when you finish like fighting, like he's running off and it's showing you like how much money you've got or whatever, like what you earned, any drops you got or whatever. This looked really cool. The dungeons look good. They showed off some new characters, some new girls that are in the group, and a new guy, which they didn't say his name or anything about him, but he's in like the wallpaper that they released on the website, but they didn't really show him much. I don't know the characters' names yet besides Anne, which is the first girl they showed. But I know one of them they refer to as Queen or like Morgana the cat. She has like nicknames for them or no, I think or something like that, and they refer to her as Queen. And there was like this theory that I saw online that was like she was Nanako, but I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, because
I
like she
saw that.
adopted the fighting style from like Chie and what's his name, Yu. But I don't know. Yeah, it just
It
looked really
seems
good.
highly unlikely.
Yeah, I know. It's people are reaching, but I mean they connected P3 and P4 in a way, so maybe there'll be some
Well,
kind of
yeah,
connection.
is that like non-canon though? Like, are we talking about Persona Q?
No. Like in Persona 4, you go back to what's it called, Varia? In Persona 3, what's the place called? Totally forgot. I'm blanking right now.
I something starts with I. What do you mean, the
The
dorms?
school in the world. I mean, they're where
Yeah,
they
I
live.
forgot.
Yeah, I forget too.
I
Well,
forgot.
they go to their school, and the cast of Persona 4 goes to Persona 3 school, and they visit there, and they meet, the student council president, who's like a character in Persona 3. Not anyone too important, but anyways, there was a tie-in. So maybe there's going to be a tie-in between Persona 4. I mean, Atlas knows that it's very popular, and I don't know. I just want it to come out already in America, and I'm afraid they're going to push it to like January, and that's going to suck waiting over Christmas. I'm
Oh,
hoping
you'll
December.
be playing FF15 in the meantime.
Yeah, that's true.
Comes
But
out
it's
at the
just
same
it's
time
going to be
worldwide.
so hard to avoid spoilers. Like I can just imagine people just making random threads just with the spoiler, like whatever has been, like in the title. Like I can't even check. There's no way. I don't know.
I'll just go on a Twitter black. Like, I don't know. I can avoid spoiler with relative ease, but also I'm very close with my social media,
Yeah,
so it's not easy to spoil me unless you really like are an asshole and want to
yeah.
spoil me directly.
Let me just check my
Um,
DMs. Oh shit.
I'm just happy like we have this is the first time in forever I can think that we're having a big year in JRPGs.
Yeah.
Like, oh, and I forget the name. It's Toko Toko, but with a C and not a K. So yeah, check it out. Toko Toko Sweary on YouTube.
Toko Sweary.
Yeah.
Han, if you're listening. Anyone else want to check that
I
out?
think I already sent Han. I
Oh,
think.
cool.
But so
Anyways,
anyone else?
super excited for Persona 5. I don't know if we'll get any more news. I guess maybe TGS. Maybe they'll do something. Oh, they're gonna have a thing at E3, but I bet they're just gonna show the trailer again for people who didn't see it.
Probably.
I'm
Like
assuming
E3
that's what
has
they'll
never
do.
really, even for like massive things like Persona, never been like really big on showing Japanese games. I
Yeah.
think the first time Persona 5 was revealed was at TGS or PSX. I don't remember.
Hopefully we'll see something new there, or they'll announce. Oh no, E3 they said they're gonna announce the American release date. That's what they're gonna do, but I doubt they're gonna show anything different. So
No,
hopefully
probably.
at E3, God, I hope it's not January or
I'll take a
anytime in
release date.
2017. Anytime 2016, I'll be all right. But anyways, moving
30th
on.
of December 2016.
December 29th,
And it's
December
gonna
31st.
and oh no, it's a day where all the shops are closed. Well, I guess you have to
Oh,
wait for January 1st.
that would be terrible. I'd still wait outside a store in line. Anyways, that's Persona 5. Moving on, let's talk about. Let's talk about the main thing we want to talk about today, which is the game we've all been playing together, Overwatch, and we only played the open beta. I don't know. I think Vari was playing longer before we were, and Hoot
Yeah, I
only got like a couple
pre-ordered
days
on
in.
Blizzard. Got 2 extra
Yeah.
days, I think.
But
Very level 45 Johnson.
God
I know a
damn it.
lot of people are playing it right now. I mean, it's huge. You cannot go like on any kind of like I was on V, and it's like every single thread, every other thread is an Overwatch thread in some way. It's crazy. It's taking over people. It's probably because it's free right now, free to play. But let's start with our impressions. And Varia, since you played first, what do you think?
I really like the game a lot. I went in hoping it was a TF2 clone because I gotten really tired of TF2 in the past couple of years, and it's just the whole hat thing. I kind of got tired of it, and I kind of just wanted like a new TF2 with like a pretty new basic art style, like by itself. And I think Overwatch delivered on that. And but talking about like gameplay and all that, it feels kind of bare bones. It's a pretty easy game to play, but it's like its game modes. They're just 3, and I really hope there were more. But I mean, it's the beta, right? So
Yeah.
I'm not sure if like Blizzard's gonna actually like add more or if they're just focusing on adding new characters. I'm not sure what the whole plan is with that. I heard that there's a rumor that 3 more characters are gonna be released soon, but other than that, I'm not really sure what they're planning to do with the game like after it. It looks like it wants to be an esports game, but there's not much content and there's not much like stuff to do for it to like be actually competitive other than ranked, you know?
For
So
sure.
they're already banning a bunch of cheaters in the league.
Yeah.
Like there's already like top players who are being banned for cheating. So at least it's already a real esports.
Oh, I saw that today. That dude who they caught him using some kind of aimbot thing, right?
Yeah, I saw the video actually. It's pretty weird.
It just makes me so nervous. Like, I'm not nervous. It makes me so like now at the end of every match, I'm like, oh, they had a fucking aimbot. There's no way. And it's like chances are they don't, but now that I know that that's like already possible, I'm like cautious about it. But not that I'm losing a lot, but I have been losing a lot. But the beta ends today, you know, so I'm not gonna play it again. I know they're gonna wipe everything that we had, which rest in peace, all my cool skins and
right.
My Junkrat line.
Barbecue.
But I think it was. I was shocked by how much I enjoyed it. I'll say that. I really didn't expect it to grab me that much. It's just an arena shooter, you know, and it had been like heavily advertised, kind of like everywhere since it came out, and so I was kind of like just not really trying to pay attention to it. It was just like whatever, it's going to come out, come and go. And then Battleborn came out like last week, so we're getting all these like arena FPS MOBA kind of games right now, and there's another one I can't even remember what it's called.
Paladins.
Yeah.
There's Paladins coming out, which I only checked on it this morning because I heard of it, and I just saw cards and I saw like these heroes and whatever, but I didn't really look too much into it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to say I agree completely with the way Blizzard does things, or like I like them I'm not saying that I hate them, but I think that they know how to capitalize on this and turn this into something, and I think it already is taking off more and I think it's just going to completely trump those other games that are like this right now, until they can think of something else to that will stand out from this, because there's just so much personality in the characters, and you're right, the gameplay is easy, and not easy, but it's very forgiving, and there's heroes you can play that are just like, oh, you've never really played an FPS before, or an arena shooter or whatever, here, you know, go Bastion and just sit there and shoot, you know, like it's not crazy hard, and you can still be effective and you can still help out. So I think it's going to turn a lot of people on with that. It's inviting, and they can just jump in and play it. It's not a huge learning curve unless you want to play like, you know, support classes and stuff. But that's good that that's there too. I do like the art style. I like most of the heroes. Who are you guys maining?
I've been playing a lot of Diva. Actually, I've like around 15 hours as Diva.
Damn.
I'm not sure why. She's like the worst tank. I'll admit that. She's like the worst at tanking. She takes so much damage despite having that much armor on her, which is only effective against like small pistols or whatever, like small firearms. Because
she's cute. That's why you play her.
I know. That's half of it, but the other half is like that self-destruct move.
Oh man, that thing is fucking awesome.
Yeah, and the fact that like she has really high mobility because of her like thrusters or whatever.
And I was gonna say,
and I'm really good at like flanking people with a tank and just like shooting at them because her main weapon isn't like exactly like a minigun or something like you would expect like heavy in TF2 like as a tanky character he has that weapon, right? But her character is more like an auto shotgun that like just keeps spraying, but like you have to be really close for that weapon to be effective at all. And still when I'm like up close, like point blank, it takes like a good 3 to 4 seconds of shooting constantly to kill that person. And it's just consists of a lot of chasing down people and finishing them off, which I kind of enjoy it. So that's why I play her a lot.
Yeah, I feel it's like every time you roll Devo, we're like 90% chance we'll win. And anytime we all try to like, oh, I'm going to try this character out, we just get fucking stomped.
Right.
I think that happened like 5 matches in a row yesterday when we were playing together. But who are you maining?
I tried to make since this. So first off, I like the game. I'm just going to go from the beginning because I just started playing. a couple days ago
Yeah.
when I think you got me into it. Like, get on that shit before the
Yeah, we
beta
were like,
ends.
we need a six man, and then you came in, and then we were like, holy shit, like Chili wants to play and Beefy wants to play, and I was like, we have too many people, but it was really
No, it's
cool. I mean, I was
really,
glad.
I really like the game. I think it's going to become my main, like, go-to PvP when it
Same.
comes out.
Mm-hmm.
Because I really, really love TF2, but with the years, you know, like, I end up always playing the same thing in TF2, so I kind of get bored by it. And yeah, this is very much like TF2 in a lot of aspects, although I do agree that, yeah, it needs more modes, need more, like,
For sure.
different things to do. Servers, maybe, I don't know if that's going to come. Like, one of the issue is that as much as I like the game, I haven't got my shit pushed in this hard since I think we leveled up in Guns of Icarus. Like, the feeling was very similar. It's like, start off, we have some very cool match, and then we started being pitted against the high level players, and suddenly
Yeah.
we can't do anything.
I wonder how the
Whatever we
matchmaking
try.
works.
Well, I think it's just like by level, like
Well,
very
yeah,
simple
because
by
well,
level.
various
Honestly, as I was like leveling up and stuff, I kept getting paired with like people who were higher than me, even though I was like around 2 or 3, right? And
Yeah,
I don't think it like matched me based on like levels since it was quick play and it just threw any random person in
Yeah,
there. I think we
that's
just
what I
got
was thinking.
unlucky.
Because I mean, chances are it's
Because
just that
like
since yesterday was the last day we were playing, more people have hit a higher level. I don't think it's that it was grouping us with people because you were the
yeah.
only one that was high leveled. Like
yeah,
the highest one was like Beefy and me, who are like at 18, and you're like at 45. So I don't think it would throw us in with a bunch of 30s and 40s. I think it's just happened that everyone's already there. You know?
yeah, and other than that, there's like in the closed beta there's like a specific ranked match pairing
Oh
thing.
yeah, yeah.
And there's that. So that's the only way that you can get paired with people who are like your level or like, slightly higher so you can, rank up and stuff like that. So I think we were honestly just unlucky since we were just using quick play.
Yeah, let's just say that it wasn't that
Yeah.
we were just
Actually,
unlucky.
I actually did some games before, like, I ended up with level 30 people, even though I'm level 10, just by doing quick plays.
Yeah,
Like, I'm on the only level 10, so I don't know how exactly how it works. Um,
we'll
but
figure it out.
yeah, it's a very, very cool, like, it's Blizzard, so they know how to make things pop and, like, the UI feel
Exactly.
responsive and good, and, like, everything
Yeah.
feels really good, and all the characters are amazingly charismatic. So yeah, it's just a joy to play. It's very overwhelming because there's a lot of characters,
Yeah.
and one of them have their little quirks. And the thing is, this game can't really stick to one character. It's not like TF2 where you can like just specialize in one and just kind of
Yeah.
effective.
Well, the
And,
whole
like,
thing,
in
I,
those
I,
things.
I feel like the whole thing about the characters, there's 21 characters, and I feel like there's always another one to balance out each one. Like, like if you're playing Bastion, you play Genji to balance him out. If you're playing,
Yeah.
Widowmaker, there's always someone that you can, they have a really good this on their team. I need to go this, or one of us needs to go, Reinhardt and pop shield because there's no way we're going to get through this fucking checkpoint without him. Like, so
Yeah,
I
is the one key difference with TF2 is like it plays a lot of TF2, but the whole hero selection is way more like League of Legends in the
yeah.
sense that like in TF2 you can have like 4 or 5 soldiers, and that's fine, and depending on the situation. And here it's like, well, we did matches where we went all
May, we went
all May and
6
then
May.
all Winston.
Yeah, we lost so hard.
Yeah, well, to be fair, like in TF2
But
you have like a bigger team. In
yeah,
Overwatch, you're only
and I was gonna
limited
say
to like
like
6.
6. It's
That's
6, and the choice of heroes and like counter heroes is way more important. So it feels way more like League in the sense when you say your character, you have these little messages that say, "Oh, not enough supports, not enough tanks, not enough defense,"
Yeah,
which
it
then
lets you know.
encourages people in like selecting their like
Well,
a correct archetype.
well,
And
also,
also,
I like that because I think it's like, not only does it let you know, hey, you're missing this and you're going to be weak without this, but it's like, if you happen to select that role, or if it tells you like you don't need anything, like you're good, you feel more important. And I think that's what like TF2 didn't have. It's like, oh, well, let's just all go. I want to go, heavy and whatever. Like it lets you feel like I'm contributing in some way by being this character who has this certain skill. Like, no one else on my team is a sniper, and I went Widowmaker or Hanzo, and now I can do that, and that's my role. And it's like, it's not just like, oh, there's like three other snipers. You know, like it really relies on you. But then again, it's easy enough to make you feel like you're doing something. So that, I mean, I felt like, you know, I was important, which I never feel in an FPS. I feel like I'm just gonna go soldier and just, you know, sit here and shoot.
Yeah. But to answer your initial question, so who am I maining? So I'm trying to main.
Oh yeah,
Uh, trying to main like
the
a
Swiss.
character at least each category. So just like I don't end up being stuck. Like if we need like a defense, something like that. So offensive, I really like Tracer, but I really suck as Tracer. Not really like playing her just because of the like and essentially always like a character that's mobile that can
Yeah.
move around pretty easily, and Tracer
Speed.
just really good for that. Even though I don't like her damage all that much, it's kind of like you have to be really on point because she moves very fast, and like and my aim is not the best. But I mean, either her or McCree, also pretty nice. But McCree, especially for the stun, he can.
Pocket sand.
Exactly. I actually did some rounds before with Roadhog, I think is his name.
Yeah, Roadhog.
Yeah, which
The
is
big
like
dude with the chain.
yeah,
Yeah.
the chain is amazing. Like I just love it. I think I did my best matches with Roadhog actually.
Yeah, he has great range. Overall,
Yeah,
great
he has
character.
great range, good damage, a lot of HP. Doesn't have a lot of mobility, but like he can kind of decides like when you want to start a fight, like bring someone in. And yeah, I really like playing him because as a like scrub like me, it's easy to take more risks and
Yeah.
minimize them.
I've heard he's fun. I haven't spent much time on him, but yeah, I heard he's fun.
Widowmaker, purely because of the character. I'll say straight up, she's my waifu, and
She's great. They design these people so, especially the girl, the women. They designed them so great. Aside from Zarya,
Symmetra,
just,
yeah, right?
Oh man, Symmetra.
Well, even Zara, like she's cool. Maybe not my type, but like she's awesome. Like her design, I really love it.
Zarya, the pink-haired girl, she reminds me the most of the heavy from TF2. Honestly, it might just be the way she carries the gun, but
I mean, I really like her looks. I also got like really interested in like I've liked playing Zenyatta. I think he's my favorite support.
Yeah, he's a really great support if you stay alive.
Those orbs.
If you stay alive, but like the heals and the debuffs, especially the debuffs.
I think he's one of the only the 3-star the hardest class, the hardest hero to play. I think there's like 3 of them that are really hard to play. And he's one of them.
If you do it well, like it's so satisfying. Especially the debuffs are really damn useful in a team play. So I'm probably going to be playing him, Widowmaker, and Tracer a lot.
Have you tried Lucio? Because you explained speed and support and stuff, and Lucio is pretty much speed support.
He's one of the ones I haven't played yet.
Yeah, you'd probably like him.
I haven't played him or Soldier or Reaper. Reaper is such like a try-hard design.
I know.
I personally love that design. It's
I hear it's good.
I love its irony. You know, like how dark and edgy it is. It's amazing to play. It's so satisfying.
It's funny. I didn't know.
Responsible.
You know how like they're all from different regions of the world or whatever in this fake, you know, story or whatever. I didn't know he was the one from Mexico.
No, because if you look at his skins, he has a mariachi outfit.
Yeah, I was like, maybe it's McCree, but McCree's from New Mexico, and I was like, they don't have like a Mexican here, and then it's like Reaper is, and I was like, what? And so someone was like, when he does his ultimate, they should play like na 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 na, like when he's spinning around the circle, like the mariachi music.
But yeah,
so I was like, that'd be cool.
But yeah, like fucking heroes and Zenyatta Roadhog, Tracer, and Widowmaker are the ones I'm probably going to main the most.
Well, that's good. We need those people.
The thing is, I'm also very, very overwhelmed by the maps.
Oh yeah, I know. And you know, Vari will disagree with me on this, but every single time one of them was like, "I haven't been here," and he was like, "Yeah, we have," and I was like, "No, I've never seen this." But then it's weird because there's like 3 sections of each map. Mm-hmm. So sometimes,
I can see how you get confused.
Yeah, so I'll be like, no, I've never been here. Then like the next part, I'm like, oh, this is still like that Russia facility thing. So yeah, I remember this part.
Also, it's really like playing Diva. Like it's just the boost. It's good.
Yeah, I mean they've all got great. That's the thing is they've all got really cool qualities. Like you can say like, oh, I just want to play them. I want to play Mei just because I want to troll people with a fucking wall. You know, like they all have these cool things.
I've played Bastion, He's really cool. I like playing him, but I can understand why people find him a bit like lame.
Yeah, he can get
Very,
annoying.
he can be very stationary, and find a good spot and just shoot away. Although it does take some skill. Like I don't get the intense hate he gets. Like it does get some time to get a good position, because if you bad at
Yeah.
Bastion, it's really easy to spot you. Like a Pharah can take you out super easily.
Oh yeah.
The 3
Um,
rockets from a fairy, he's dead.
yeah. Okay, Torbjorn or Torbjorn, as you say.
Torbjorn. Torbjorn, I think.
Torbjorn from the
Yeah.
Fjords.
I've just been calling him that all week.
Torbjorn.
Well, he's the engineer, so that's always nice. Although I don't think I've gotten everything about his class yet, but yeah, basically TF.
Yeah, he built a turret. He hits it with his hammer.
And well,
Yeah, he provides armor for his team too.
yeah.
Oh yeah, he
true.
dropped those.
And well, haven't played him, but I can only appreciate Junkrat and his barbecue.
Oh man, okay. Let me talk about my mains.
And Varia's video that he did recently.
Yeah,
was
that
just
Beyblade.
amazing.
The only people I've been, I mean, I guess you could say maining is Junkrat, which I just tried on a whim because I unlocked one of his like legendary skins, the Joker one. I was like, oh, I'm gonna equip it. I'm gonna try him, and he's really fun to play. That wheel is like it's annoying to people, and I don't like getting play of the game with it because it seems so simple. You just drive it in there and then just explode, but. It really is fun. He has the mines. I love the mines. I love how far you can throw them. Like his trap, you can't throw as far, which is just like a bear trap kind of thing. But his mines, you can throw like crazy far, and then you just detonate them whenever you want. Like I've thrown them, and then I get killed, and then like as soon as I spawn, he still has his detonator out, and I flip it, and I get a kill. Like someone was still standing there. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I've been maining, I guess, Junkrat. Bastion a lot. Well, Bastion I started with because I was like, oh, he's a robot. That's cool. And then,
bird.
yeah, he has a little bird, and I thought it was cool. And yeah, he gets annoying, and you're right. It's about placement. If you place him in a bad spot, I mean, you won't even last, the first minute. Not even less than that. 30 seconds, he'll take you out. But he's cool if you, especially with a Reinhardt, if you can get a good guy to play Reinhardt for you and shield you, you can just set up on top of a car and just like kill people as they come running out, and then throw them off. But he was fun at first, but I kind of stopped playing him just because I wanted to try other people, and because he's kind of slow. I mean, he's like a defensive character, so he's slow, and I wanted to like move around and get kills and stuff, and so I started playing Pharah, which I really like Pharah, and I know she's easy to play. I think she's like one of the easiest, or like 1-star or whatever, like in difficulty, but. She has that jump, like it's just crazy. You're above everyone. You instantly have advantage, and she has rockets. There's not a lot of splash on the rockets, but it's more about like aiming where they're gonna be and stuff, But that's cool. And then she has that knockback, which is really great if you're doing like a payload or something. You just jump up and just knock everyone off the car, or the vehicle or whatever.
Yeah, Farah is pretty much one of probably the most useful heroes all around, just for the mobility and be able to scope
yeah, the fact
stuff.
she totally has her own like instantly she's above everyone, she breaks all flank, but that's all I've really been maining. I tried some Widowmaker. I'm not really good at sniping, but I love her like hook and the way she can just get around fast, and I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's all I've really like mained. I've tried a little bit of everyone, but that's all I like use consistently when it's like, oh, we're gonna do defense. We're defending. I'm gonna go Bastion. We're attacking. I'm gonna go Junkrat or Pharah or Soldier 76, which I started out with too. But I still haven't really played much of Tracer. I don't know why. I keep forgetting like she's in the game. But other than that, I wanted to ask you guys too, who you want to get good at. And for me, I'll just say really quick. I want to get good at Mercy, because I'll say, like you said with Widowmaker, I'll say right out, she's my wife. I love her look. I want to be good at her and play her as much as I can, but I don't really heal. Like I very rarely heal. So like even in TF2, I never went medic.
Well, yeah, I've been healing as Mercy like a few times because I unlocked a really good skin for her, the Celestial one, which is like purple.
Oh yeah,
it's like that space blue, space purple, whatever. It's pretty cool. I think she's pretty. Kind of the same thing as Medic in TF2. She was the easiest to learn how to play. And I like the fact that she has like that damage boost buff. And that you can like follow people instantly with that fly move.
That's really good.
There's not
Yeah.
much to her because she's a pretty much she's an entry level like medic healer, which has like I think she has a stronger heal than Lucio because it's like direct healing. It's not like Lucio's AOE healing that just
Yeah, it's like all
by,
around.
being near him heals you. So I think just starting out with that and just thinking it's like TF2 medic, it's easy to adapt.
Yeah, I did. Man, her design is just it's perfect. Like I love it.
Yes.
But yeah, I was looking into some of the lore for what little that there is about this, and I couldn't really figure out much other than just reading like their character bios. And there's a lot of like this I forgot what Omnius, I forgot what they're called, but that there was like this war that happened, which is like the robots like kind
Omnics?
of rose up. Yeah, is that what
Yeah,
they're?
that makes.
Yeah, they kind of like rose up and like, or they like rebelled against the humans, so the Overwatch had to stop them. And then there's also the Talon, which is like Reaper and Widowmaker and some others that are in that, I think, that are like the bad guys.
Yeah.
And something that was cool was that I found was that Zenyatta, which you had mentioned, who I thought was really cool too, because I realized after looking at him, I was like, oh, he's a robot. Like it didn't hit me. I was like, that's cool, he's a robot. And then like
He's
he's
all
like
metallic and shit. That's
yeah,
cool
I
to
didn't.
see.
I don't know why it didn't hit me. I just thought he was like a dude in a suit or something, like And I was like, oh, he's a robot. That's cool. And then like his story is like he's basically like a Gandhi, where it's like of like robots. Where he's
Buddha.
like, yeah, where he's like he's trying to promote peace between humans and robots and stuff. And then I don't know. He just had a really cool story. And then one of those videos, he gets assassinated by Widowmaker.
Right?
I'm like, is he dead?
Yeah,
Is he-
that's really weird because like,
Like, is he dead?
there's all that lore, right? I've been reading the comics and like watching
Yeah.
the videos and stuff, and then suddenly I kind of ask myself, why are these guys fighting at all?
Yeah,
You
I've
get
asked
people
myself
from like
that
both
too.
sides on the team, and there's no like context to the fights they're having.
I mean, you're not supposed to really look into the lore, I guess, but they're gonna try to put something there. I know that.
I really need something, honestly.
Yeah, I need something cool too. Like, okay,
Personally.
another cool story was Genji and Hanzo. They're brothers. And I was like,
Right.
what? Yeah, I was like, how? What? I didn't know. And I was like, so then
You
Hanzo's...
betrayed the family name.
Yeah, Hanzo's
Oh,
technically
God.
like the bad guy, and this whole time, like not the bad guy, but he's like the worst one. Like
I
as
thought
a,
Genji was the bad one.
No, Genji was like the one
Yeah,
that got adopted
No,
into
no,
Overwatch.
originally, like before the whole thing, I thought Genji was like evil because Ninja, Cyborg
yeah,
Ninja.
he looks
and then
evil.
all of a sudden it's like, oh, it's Hanzo, the
It's
guy with the
Hanzo.
tattoos.
And I was like,
That
what?
is evil.
Yeah, it's crazy. But and then and then like where Roadhog and Junkrat come from are like this, and they were in Australia, and like this whole explosion happened or something at some plant, and like it decimated their whole like the outback or whatever, and they're like survivors there trying to get back at Overwatch for doing it. Or Junkrat has like this secret item that he found, and he wants to like use it or something to get back at Overwatch. I don't know. I don't know. I know a lot of the story hinges on Winston and Tracer, but like they're the two that I haven't really played much. So I know Winston has a dark as fuck story too, where it's like when he was when he was like a baby when he was like he was from space, and everybody up there, all the monkeys that they were working on like rebelled and killed all the humans, including his like father kind of, and then he like built his own escape pod and like came to Earth. And I'm just thinking, like, are the monkeys still up there? Like, did they die? Because they didn't have the capability of building their own rockets like Winston, because he was like a genius. So did they just like kill each other up there in like some kind of space station? It's just like so dark. I don't know.
I don't know, I'm just enjoying the fact that a cowboy is fighting a robot Candyman who's fighting also like a World of Warcraft warrior.
Yeah, and Torbjorn looks straight out of Warcraft.
It's
Friggin' dwarfs.
He's a bit of a dwarf.
Yeah, I don't know. It's been really fun.
And then you have the huge weeboo, Genji.
Yeah, Genji. I want to get good with him too, because I know he's the one that counters Bastion, and I kind of want to see. Like I've learned, like when I'm attacking a Genji, and I hear like ding 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 ding, like I just stop shooting and I get up out of turret mode and I fucking run, because he can end you with that. He does his E and like all your bullets just come back to you and you die like instantly. So I'm like, fuck. But it's cool. I mean, I've been having fun with it. I know a bunch of us played. I pre-ordered it. Which I don't do a lot for games, but since the open beta sold me that if it's at least that, I know I'll put a good amount of hours into it.
I'm good with that. I know once this podcast is over, I'm gonna go back and play it.
Yeah. So, is it still up?
Yeah,
it's still up until tomorrow.
Oh, cool.
But really early in the morning, like 10 a.m. Pacific time.
I'm it's bittersweet when I think about the wipe. Because it's like, good, everyone should start back at 0. That's cool. But then I'm like, no, all the shit that I unlocked, which I can only imagine you, Varia, because you got to 44. I don't even know how many skins you got and everything.
I kind of just worked for the skin I actually wanted. through loot boxes and stuff. So I'm hoping I actually get that Diva skin, the Junebug one that looks like the Pacific Rim robot. I hope I get it early.
Yeah, that was cool.
I want these Widowmaker skins.
You got a pre-order for one of them, I think.
No, I want
red and black one.
The Huntress one.
Oh my god, have you seen that Symmetra skin? That's probably the best skin in the game, where she's she's like blue. Like her skin is blue.
Vishnu.
I don't know what it's called.
Yeah, it was like an Indian god.
Yeah. She's like one of the
Indian gods. Oh yeah, it's amazing.
Man, she looks cool.
Vishnu, maybe, yeah.
It's Divi. D-I.
I don't know. So we'll keep on playing that when it comes out. Oh god, 2 weeks is gonna feel like so long, but I'm honestly excited, and I'm glad that, we can all have something that we can finally play together.
Yeah, so get ready for the 2016 video from the To Only Be Overwatch.
Over the course of this week, I've been playing with Welp, Swift, and all of you guys, right?
This is the first time in a long time.
I played with almost everyone.
Yeah,
it's amazing. And the thing is, I got so much footage from the beta just to put in that video, the yearly video that kind of like yearly, because last year my hard drive crashed and I lost a bunch of footage.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's been great just like getting footage from everyone.
It's gonna be a 50-minute Overwatch video.
I hope not. Prior to this, it was gonna be like a 50-minute 100% orange juice video.
Oh,
that's all we ever had time to play.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm looking forward to it coming out. I might have to take the day off of work or something that night just so I can start at midnight and try to get some good skins. But yeah, well, I guess we'll keep on playing that and talk about it more as it comes. I'm sure they're going to do updates and characters and all that good shit. We'll see how that works.
Cool. I have a few other things I kind of want to talk about.
Yeah, cool.
They're quick. Let me just get my list out.
Crumpling papers.
So, okay, there's 3 things. One, I want to remind everyone that July 29th is the last day I think Windows is letting you upgrade to Windows 10. Which, some people are iffy about. But
how
much should they pay you?
Upgrade?
Microsoft,
send those
they're
checks.
not sponsoring this podcast at all.
What's that?
Speaking of Microsoft, though, Minecraft got a DLC pack on Wii U, which is like a Mario World thing. $30 DLC pack for like a Mario themed world. It's literally, you can go into creative and build that world yourself.
I know.
Enemies are retextured into like Goombas and Koopa Troopas and stuff like that. There's like small things, that they change, and
that's
you get skins,
cool,
Mario skins and stuff like that. But overall, $30 for like a mod pack. Oh man,
a thing you could get for free for years.
Oh yeah, on PC you could,
right?
you probably crash your computer trying with too many mods, like I did with Skyrim. I can't launch Skyrim because of my fucking mods. But anyways, yeah, no, that's ridiculous. That's crazy, $30. But you know what? All these kids that have it and their parents with money, they'd just be like,
yeah, no doubt they're gonna buy it. I know there's people that are gonna buy it.
Nintendo's hurting for money.
Yeah, and speaking of computer games like Minecraft, this is really interesting. But the new NVIDIA cards were announced, the 1080 and the 1070. The 1080 is like $600, and it like outperforms two 970s, I think. And there's a cheaper version for $379 that is better than the Titan X. And it's just, I mean, like, can you imagine that? Like, a card that advanced like last year, but it's gonna be like $379. Like, I'm definitely gonna pick that up. Like,
that's
once
a good
I
price.
can. Yeah, I know, and it's gonna last me a long time since it's like almost top of the line. Yeah.
Yo, I need to upgrade my graphics card.
I really need to upgrade
like insane.
soon.
No, y'all don't even know. At least you guys have like I'm running an AMD fucking Radeon 6870 or some shit, and it's like I can like I'm so glad Overwatch runs on high. Like I was so happy that it does that. I took a chance and I was like, it automatically set me to like medium, and I was like, I'm just gonna try it. and it seems to be working all right. So I'm like, okay, good. But that'll probably be like the last game I can play. So I don't know, but yeah, that's cool. I do need
It's
to
really
upgrade.
cheap. Yeah.
Anything else you got?
Well, you know that geez, what's that thing called? Castlevania game the producer of the Castlevania
Oh,
games.
Bloodstain.
Yeah,
What is it? Called?
his name is Koji
Bloodstain.
Igarashi.
Bloodstain. Yeah.
Koji, yeah, he's doing the whole Bloodstain thing on Kickstarter. They announced that like he has a plan for DLC for that game already before it's even launched, and he said, and the thing is, like, I think they quoted him saying like part of the game's gonna release, and he doesn't really explain like what he means by that. Like if part of the game, like not the whole story, is gonna be released.
I've seen that. I've seen
I'm
that.
not sure.
No, it's basically you're just gonna do the Shovel Knight thing, where you're gonna get the core game, and then you're gonna get like extras, like you're gonna get a whole game, but then you're gonna like stuff like extra character stories or stuff like that. Like Shovel Knight will come later.
Oh right, okay.
So I saw that news. It's fine.
Oh okay. Shoot, that kind of scared me.
I'm
really looking forward to that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that game. I didn't want it to be like an unfinished thing.
No. It's more like extra content that was planned as extra content will come like later, probably as DLC or that.
Whereas Mighty Number 9 still isn't out.
And now it's taking
it has gone gold.
Release
5 years. Yeah, it's gone gold. Yeah, it's coming out in July, I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna play it.
Not on Vita though, which is where I really wanted to play it. But I guess it doesn't matter to them anymore. I don't know. Whatever.
And I know the people who it's people who are porting it to free. Yeah, so I know at least if it's coming on one, it's coming on the other.
Yeah.
And I'll play it. I think from what I've played at all the convention, the game's fine. But yes, it's way too long for what it is.
I just feel like people are so burned with that, and I think I don't know. I don't even know if they're gonna make money on it. I mean, how many people have decided to cancel their orders since then?
They already made money on it.
Well, no, I mean they made $3 million, but that's covering just development costs, and then covering they had other pre-orders off of Kickstarter that they had to fill with all these special editions and stuff. Like you got a shirt, you get. I'm just wondering how much money is left, how much they have. I mean, I don't know. I'm not gonna get into all that, but I just hope the game is good, I guess. And I still have it. I think I'll have it. They should give me a Steam key, so I'll play that when it comes out.
Did you back it?
Yeah, I backed it. That's the last thing I've ever backed. First thing I've ever backed, and the last thing. Because I was of all the things I backed, it ended up taking 5 fucking years or whatever. Never again Kickstarter.
Has it really been 5 years?
It's been something like that. I think it's been 3.
It's not been 5 years.
I've backed 2 things that aren't even out yet. One is that new Shantae game, the Half Genie Hero, and the other one's La Mulana 2. And they keep releasing development blogs, but they're not out yet.
The only other thing I was close to backing, but I didn't because I just forgot. Or 2 things was Shemu, which I didn't, but I know that it hit its goal. So whatever.
Right, that's gonna release
overnight. So I'll buy it sometime when it comes out, if it ever comes out. But then Ukulele was the other thing that I thought about, but I didn't do it. And it was probably because of Mighty Number 9 that I didn't back Ukulele.
Mighty Number 9, so that was 3 years.
Oh, 3 years? Oh wow.
Yeah.
Feels like 5.
The other thing I backed was Hyperlight Drifter, and that was good, so I'm happy.
Well, that's cool. Kickstarter games, man.
You kind of have to gamble
right
with that
now.
Time.
In my backing backlog, I have Shenmue 3, so I don't know how long that's gonna take.
Oh god!
Oh man!
I got. Sorry. After
Bloodstained, Allison's Road, the horror game, which is inspired by PT, and some few other things. A lot of people know.
Well, we'll talk about those when we get the keys, I guess.
There's one more thing I backed, and I'm so angry.
The Oculus Rift, fuck!
No, I pre-ordered Shaq Fu 2.
Oh, that's right.
I'm so sorry.
They have a bad PR team that hasn't tweeted or said anything for years.
Bad PR team where they just they don't know what they're doing.
Moosh and I have backed that game with our hearts, and nothing. Shaq came out the Game Awards in 2015, the ones that Jeff Keighley hosts.
Yeah.
And he came out and he was like, "We're working on it."
Showed
a 20-second trailer with really bad gameplay and left. And I'm like, Shaq, hold on, come back.
Shaq, I think Shaq is the PR.
If he is,
they brought back Shaq as a robot.
He's actually pretty entertaining, even though he's like, "Yeah, we're gonna have Shaq Fu 2. Come on
Yeah,
now.
we're working on Shaq Fu 2, guys. It's a 20-second trailer. Bye.
Come on now, play Shaq Fu 2. Don't be a fool. I don't know, but
Yeah, I'm still waiting on Shaq Fu 2 to come out. I hope it's good, or at least it's so bad it's good like the first one. I don't know.
yeah. Well, I mean, that Kickstarter games, like I said, man, what can we say? Hopefully they all make it and they don't disappoint. But already I'm like, fuck you, Kenji Inafune, fuck you, my number 9. So going into that game, a lot of people are going to be like, I don't want to like this because I'm so mad how long it took and whatever. All the changes they've made. So I don't know, we'll see.
Sacrifice to on Vita. I would have.
Other than that, what do we got to talk about? Two things I want to mention really quick, which we don't have time to get into them today, but Street Fighter V missed their sales goal. Did you guys hear that? That kind of sucks.
By a few hundred thousands.
They
Yeah.
missed?
I mean, they missed a while ago because
They sold 1.4 million copies on PC and PS4, but they missed their goal.
Yeah, but they missed it because the goal was to have 2 million in March. So
Yeah,
Well, that's
I
a
just-
long time. That's a long missed.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Witcher 3, their DLC Blood and Wine comes out on the 30th. Don't quote me on that.
I mean, I haven't played that game since
Me
vanilla.
neither, but man, it was great.
Yeah,
oh yeah,
it's
May,
Great.
May
It's
30th.
definitely it's a good game.
So much to
Maybe
do
I'll
in
get
that.
it once all the DLC's out, so I can revisit
Yeah.
it.
I have time for
I have a
one
better
huge game of
year.
year, and Witcher 3 is going to be that game this year.
Yeah, it'll be worth it. I mean, just the writing alone and everything was great.
No, it released almost a year ago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
I played that for like 3 weeks straight.
Yeah, I
Nothing
remember.
ever happens with that. Like for a single player game, that never happens with me.
Yeah, it was rare, but I mean, it's cool. I want to get back. I want to play it. I always think like I should play it, but then it's like just like with Fallout 4, I'm like it's too much to do. But I think Witcher just looked great. I liked the story, like the little stories, like the side quests, seem better than the main quests to me. Like I would get so deep in all the little side quests about like that girl that dude who got murdered at that tower thing, and like there was all these cool things that were like this isn't even the main story, but I'm loving it. Like they did really good at writing this. But yeah, so I don't know what Blood and Wine actually is gonna add, but it's like the big, DLC coming out for it, and which
Gonna be a
I think it's
Gordon
free.
Ramsay
It's free if
DLC.
you have it. So 20+ hour adventure. So with just the DLC, and that's crazy.
Which is a good series.
Yeah.
For my end, so I sold one. Oh, I played a bit of Neo, but I forgot to say that.
Is that still like?
No, that was before. But I got a chance to play one night before the demo
before
went
the-
out.
Oh, okay.
It's
Not
gonna
install.
go, but it's good. It was harder than expected. Mechanics don't have much to say. I'll be hoping for another demo.
That'd be cool. We're not going to say the S word on this podcast. We've mentioned it. We've talked about it for the past 4 podcasts, and we're not going to say that game. So we're going to move on.
I'm still gonna wait for Severed on Vita, which I'm gonna buy after this, and I'll report that on next podcast, which is by Drinkbox, the guys who did Guacamelee.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm gonna play that
Severed.
and more Overwatch later on. Oh, and there's Pokemon new up in 13 hours or something.
Oh, yeah, that's tonight. Oh, man, I'll be at work. But, hey,
So-
that's cool. Let's see what Sun and Moon is. There was some developer for Mojang tweeting that, today we finally get to see what the NX is. And everybody was like, what are you talking about? And he was like, I think it's going to be available for everyone to see. And they were like, what? And so people were thinking he got it
What the
confused with the Sun and Moon release. But then people were thinking, like, I think he deleted the tweet. So people were like, maybe they're giving them to develop something for the NX.
They shot him.
Yeah, I know. They probably fired him out. I don't know.
Killed
It's
him.
weird. But
Still
yeah.
at his desk, face lying on the keyboard
Oh,
as a reminder.
they tweeted out, don't ever
Tweet out his
break
picture.
the fucking, what are they called? NDAs
Street
or what are they?
dates.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, that's pretty much for the near future.
Well, yeah, that's all we got to talk about this week. There's other stuff, but we're coming back a little bit late this week, so we'll be back hopefully Friday this week and talk about more. We'll all be missing Overwatch this weekend and next week, but hopefully some cool things will happen that we'll talk about, get more in depth about stuff. And then of course we got E3 coming up in a couple weeks, guys. I hope you requested off. I know Vari is going to be kind of not here.
Yeah, it's gonna be trouble doing the whole podcast thing this next week. But we'll see.
Eesh, maybe we'll have a guest to fill in for your shoes. There's a lot of people who've been asking me to come on from the dub track room. So maybe we'll have someone else if you can't. But
Yeah, or play 1 week for every person who requested that should buy me some time.
yeah. I've been trying to do that, but people are like, "Oh, I can't this week," and "Oh, I can this week," and I'm like, "God, if you asked me to be on, be available." I don't know. I don't want people to get mad at me now. But anyways.
Bye.
Oh wait, really quick. We didn't do the fucking.
God damn it!
Oh, fuck it. Not this week. We'll do it next week.
I had my cards in my hand. Okay.
Oh, you want to do a lightning round one?
No, I don't.
Okay, fuck it. Then. We'll do it next week. You should have reminded me. You're in charge of this.
I hate it. I don't want to do it.
Oh god. Oh, all right. Oh, and oh my god. There was another thing. We got an email.
Oh,
to the fuck. Yeah, and I totally forgot.
Read it right now. Do it.
It's really quick. It's really quick, and I told you guys it's like a surprise.
Cut the thing you said before.
What?
Cut the outro.
Oh yeah, no, don't worry. I'll edit this all out. It's a really quick question, and it's directed at one of us, and it's. I'm not gonna say who it is, just for their anonymity. I don't even know who it is. Like, it's got to be someone from the dub, because there's like a little face with a little arrow nose, the meme face guy. So maybe it's Welp. I don't know. But they said, "Who is Varia, and why is he so quiet?" Varia, who are you, and why are you so quiet?
Oh, I don't know what they mean by who I am. I mean, there's so many things. I guess I should start out by saying I guess I was a co-host in Plug.dj. I kind of got like dragged into dub, so I'm kind of like a co-manager of the room. I don't know. I kind of just do video work by myself, and I'm not really a talkative guy because I'm always like editing stuff and doing like video junk. So like a lot of the work I do is like behind the scenes, and I'm not really like in the front and stage. I think more than I talk, so that's why I talk really fast, and I'm not really like someone who speaks a lot on the podcast. And I hope that answers your question.
We're gonna try to make him talk
editing
more.
himself right now.
Yeah, he's editing while he's speaking.
Yeah, that's not that wrong. I do actually work sometimes while I'm doing the podcast.
He's a busy man. We'll try to get him to
his
talk
own
more.
Voice.
That was our email. Someone took an interest in you.
I'm honored.
Guys, please send us more
email
emails
more.
if you listen. Yeah, please, more questions. Give us things to talk about. I'd like to do a little email section at the end, but we just don't get them in, so that'd be cool. We're trying our hardest. But that's comfycast@gmail.com. And we have our Twitter, which is at Comfycast. Comfycast. And we have our own Twitters, which you can follow. You can find us from there, which is I'm at Reddish Blues. Varia is at Kagubro, and Mr. Hoot is at KPecklet. So follow us if you want. That'd be cool. And just tweet at us and ask us questions and email. And thanks for listening. That's going to wrap it up. No compendium this week because we're running short on time. Yeah, and Varia hates it. That's why he's so quiet. He's waiting for compendium the whole time. He's just got all these cards in his hand shaking.
It's just my job. It was my job.
Yeah, anyways, maybe next week. But thanks for listening, and, well, bye. Guys, you don't want to say bye? Okay, just me.
Oh, okay.
All right, bye.
Cut it here. Just cut out after the guys you don't want to say bye. It just silence.